who's a little person. It used to be that they were called midgets or dwarves, but nowadays they're just little people, 'cause that's all they really are, people. Just little. My mom has something called achondroplasia. Basically, because of her DNA, she just didn't grow the same as everyone else. Her body is mostly normal, but her legs and arms are shorter. So the first thing everyone wants to know is whether or not I'm her real daughter. Duh, of course. My mom had me just like every other mother has her own baby. The next thing everyone wants to know is why aren't I a little person too? Because it's not like an automatic thing. My dad is regular size, and my mom's parents are regular size. So I'm regular size too. Sometimes it just happens. Okay, that's pretty much the science part. Moving on. When I was little, I used to think my mom was a big doll. I would bring her all my stuffed animals and make her sit next to them like she was having a tea party. Apparently, my parents thought it was hilarious because there are like 1,000 pictures of me making my mom drink imaginary tea. We had the same kind of bike. Well, hers was yellow and mine was red. We used to go riding together, and old people would yell, "You kids slow down!" And that just made us laugh so hard that we would fall off our bikes. When I became her size, we used to wear the same clothes. My friends were totally jealous because they were going to have to wait until they were like 500 years old to wear the same things as their moms. They thought it was really cool that I wore high heels to the 4th grade. Score! My mom gets most of her clothes made for her, shoes and all. 'Cause if she shopped in the kids section, she would pretty much always be dressed in glitter shirts and princess clothes. And that would not work because she's a lawyer. And the judge would be like, you need to wear grown-up clothes if you're going to argue that this guy is innocent. So she has a bunch of mini suits. She has mini jewelry now too, because my dad got her a necklace for her birthday once and it went down to her knees. And oh yeah, about being a lawyer. When my mom was little, she really wanted to be a pilot and fly planes. But she realized that for the safety of everyone else, it would be a bad idea to fly a plane when she couldn't see out the window. So instead of being all like, you need to make little person-sized planes, which meant she would pretty much only be able to fly other little people around, because the plane would be like way too small for regular-sized people. She was like, so that's not gonna work. But she still wanted to do something with her life. So she decided that while her body was small, her brain was still huge. She thought about being a doctor, but she was like, blood? Ew, gross. So that was out. Then she thought about being a banker, but customers would have to lean all the way over the counter to see her, and like their money would fall out onto her head. So that was out. Then she thought about how much she likes being right all the time. So she was like, voila, I'll be a lawyer. Most people were like, you can't be a lawyer. But her parents were like, yeah, you should totally be a lawyer. So she went to law school and studied and made really good grades, met my dad, had me, won 32 cases in a row, was named Lawyer of the Year, and now she's a judge. Actually, she's not just a judge, because she's one of the best judges on earth. People still make fun of her sometimes. They laugh and point fingers and tell her to go back to the North Pole like she's an elf or something. And they tease me about having to get things down from the cabinets for her. But my mom never blames them. She says they don't really know any better. And sometimes things that are different can be scary, even for adults. So that's why she goes to different schools every few weeks to teach kids about little people and how just because they're different, it doesn't mean they aren't the same. She's also become a really good role model to other little people who are ashamed and shy about themselves. She tells them there's nothing they can't do, except maybe be a supermodel or a professional basketball player. I really love my mom, and I'm super proud of her. Hit the like button if you're proud of someone who has overcome adversity, and share a comment about one of your heroes who is doing something no one